Thanks for joining us on Pauling the Pirate News. I'm your board operator, Edgar, with my news announcer, Melissa. Let's get an update on the news, and later we'll look back on the story of Hurricane Katrina, which will lead up to an upcoming interview with one of our poly educators who has family from New Orleans.
It's Polytechnic High School at its best with your Good Day Poly News, right here on 102.5 KPLY.
Starting with your Fulver ISD news, students from every Fulver ISD elementary and middle school will have the chance to show off their spelling skills to district area spelling bees. The winners will advance to the original spelling bee to be held at Texas Christian University on March 2nd, 2017. Each school will send a winner and runner-up plus the sponsors, administrator, parents, and family members, so each of the area being regional winners have a chance to attend the National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C. in May.
The Fort Worth City Council has unanimously passed a new ordinance against aggressive panhandling. Last night, the council repealed 2 old ordinances and enforced a new one that's tougher and lines up with state statute.
A North Texas police officer was suspended without pay for 10 days after wrestling a black woman and her daughter to the ground. He also had many commendations already in his file. The Fort Worth Police Department released records of Officer William Martin Tuesday night. Martin was suspended after December 21st. The incident was captured on tape and went viral. He showed wrestling to the woman to the ground. He charged her with resisting arrest.
Moving on to U.S. news, President Donald Trump says on Wednesday there will be an investigation to what he believes is voter fraud in the November election. Trump said he wouldn't have won the popular vote. He would have won the popular vote if it had not been for fraud. He will be asking for a major investigation in voter fraud. Even before the election, Trump said in Twitter that the outcome was being rigged and that 3 million to 5 million immigrants voted against him.
Well, going on to your word news. So it seems Donald Trump was in line when he said he wanted a wall. President Trump is taking concrete steps to fulfill his signature campaign's promise, a physical wall along the U.S. southern border. A construction is going on for the wall. Refugees from certain Muslim countries will be banned, and many people caught trying to cross the border will be jailed.
Okay, guys, let's take a break, and when we get back, we'll have a look at the weather and sports.
Sassy! Sassy!
This week's episode, Rattlesnake at the Pond.
Oh, Johnny, skipping rocks at the pond sure is fun.
Hey, look, a moving stick.
That ain't a stick. That's a rattlesnake.
Sassy, we're in danger.
Good idea, Sassy. Go get Mr. Gunderson. You will in a second, but first you'd like to tell us something we may not know about animal shelters in the United States?
It's getting close, Sassy.
Approximately 8 million pets enter shelters each year? The majority of which are in shelters because of owner-related issues that the animals have no control over?
Sassy the rattlesnake! Save us, Sassy!
What, Sassy? You wish you were videotaping this? Sassy!
Sassy is brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org. Remember, adopt.
Drunk driving is not an accident. It is a serious crime. Before you even think about drinking and driving, think about this. Think about going to jail. Think about losing your license for a year. Think about the consequences for your family and your job. Think about the other innocent people who may be hurt or killed because you chose to drink and drive. Drunk driving is easily preventable. For more information and ways to prevent drunk driving, visit novabucks.org/drunkdriving.
Hi, NBA forward Kevin Durant from the Oklahoma City Thunder, here with Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck to remind you to get moving every day.
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
you'll have more energy to do the things you like to do.
And that's a slam dunk.
Whether you like to shoot hoops like me, skateboard, ride a bike,
or dance on your roof,
be a player.
Get up, play, and move it your way.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov. A message from the Ad Council and HHS.
Okay, we are back. Let's get newsy.
It's time time for Fort Worth's weather report right here on 102.5 KPLY, The Parrot.
And now for your local weather. Today, Wednesday, January 25th, will be the first day of the slight cold front. The high will be at 55 degrees with the low of 34 with the high winds. Tomorrow we will see the temperatures stay the same with sunny skies. The temperatures will stay the same throughout the week until Sunday when the temperatures will increase with the high of 60 degrees and the low of 38.
It's time for a sports update here at Polytechnic High School on 102.5 KPLY, The Parrot.
The Patriots and Falcons have one more week of rest before they head to Houston in the Texans Stadium for the Super Bowl, where the Super Bowl will be held this year. The Patriots are looking for their 5th ring, and for all you Cowboys fans, they would tie them in franchise championships if they were to win this Super Bowl. The varsity boys soccer team beat the defending district champs Grapevine last night 2-1. And this is a huge step for them as they look to go back and make another playoff appearance this year. The Poly baseball season will be underway this Friday where trials will take place. And that's it for your sports update.
And now for your entertainment. For one night only, February 18 at 5 to 10 p.m., the top 40 stars of the PVR will try to win the rankest bullets in the world. In an effort to make the 8 seconds buzzer in advance, riders who stay on their bull for the required 8 seconds continue to compete. The Cowboys will continue to ride until all but one is left and declare in the Iron Cowboy.
Cool.
Well, it's been many years since Hurricane Katrina and the floods that caused so much damage in Louisiana. Let's get some background info on the flood for an upcoming story and interview with one of our very own poly educators from Louisiana.
10 years after Hurricane Katrina, many evacuees yet to return. Joyce Morris, a resident that decided to stay after it took her 6 years to rebuild her home, using funds from the Federal Road Home Program. Her entire house was underwater after Katrina. While she decided to stay and rebuild, she said that many of her neighbors left and didn't return. Even though billions were paid out to victims of Katrina, residents in non-white neighborhoods were paid less than the ones living in mostly white neighborhoods. Many evacuees were either unable or unwilling to return, and as a result, there has been little development in the lower Ninth Ward since the hurricane. There was a lack of affordable housing. More than 250,000 hurricane survivors had evacuated to Texas, and more followed. Many stayed in Texas even after the storm passed. Many evacuees arrived with very little. Many lacked identification, a change of clothing, or necessary prescription drugs. Many were separated from family. Like, for example, one woman went back to find her home still standing, but returned back to Texas because all the homes around her had fallen.
Alright guys, great job on the news. Let's take a break. When we come back, let's see what's up with Polytechnic High School.
1/3 of young women become pregnant at least once before they reach the age of 20. About 820,000 a year. If you need help or guidance after having your baby, visit nursefamilypartnership.org, in which a nurse visits your home up until your child is 2 years old. That's nursefamilypartnership.org.
Pick you up after school. Okay, I got it.
It's easy to take a day for granted. You and your family are connected by routine, and you stick to it. But what if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if your day's routine is disrupted, and you can't reach your family? Have you planned for that? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed. Today. Learn how at www.ready.gov. Ready.gov. This message brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Ad Council.
I'm Judy Ramirez, and here's what's up with English 2. The reading and note-taking assignments are very complex. We look over the short stories on Thank You Ma'am, then we read over each paragraph and note-take using the Who Wanted But So Then summary chart. The story was about a young boy who tried to steal a wallet while he was caught by the lady victim herself. Throughout the story, we find out the mood, setting, and how the character's personality is shown in the story. We take side notes on what the moral of the story was about and take notes on the universal theme. And that's how to be an awesome student in English too. For Polly and the Pirate Radio, I'm Judy Ramirez.
Now for your Poly announcements. It's competition time. Fellow FBLA members want to be part of the San Antonio experience this March? Make sure you practice and take the test.
Poly Dance Club. Yes, Poly Dance Club will be having a meeting on January 31st, 2015 in room 515 at 3:45 p.m. promptly. Please be mindful of the time because we are practicing with consistency from coming up performances. We look towards to seeing you on the 31st, portable 515. Be ready at 3:45 p.m. PDC. Let's go.
All students must have a student ID to leave campus during lunchtime. If you don't have a student ID or you left it at home, you will not be allowed to leave campus during lunch.
Baseball practice starts on Friday for January 23rd at 4 p.m. Anyone interested in playing baseball must come see Coach Johnson, Coach Rachels, or Coach O'Neill for more details before Friday. You must have a current physical on file and completed district paperwork in order to play.
Let's congrats the boys soccer team for their 2-1 win over Grapevine last night. Misael Sanchez scored 2 goals in the win.
Wow, Misa. Congrats, Misael. Misael Sanchez. Isn't he in our class? He is in our class. He's part of the Goal Seal Program of Choice. We did tech, right? Misael Sanchez scored 2 goals against defending district champs. GOAT. Hashtag GOAT.
Okay, well, come out Friday night for their game against Carter Riverside here at Poly. JV starts at 6, followed by the varsity at 7:30.
Fort Worth Police Department is having a teen academy. This is a program to introduce their life of public service with an emphasis in law enforcement. This is a look at how law enforcement works from the inside. Anyone who is interested in meet with Officer Snyder and ask for more details on an application. Anyone who has already received an application, remember it needs to be turned into Officer Snyder before Wednesday, January 25th at noon.
Juniors and seniors, would you like to earn a ticket to prom 2017? Sell cookie dolls, talk to Miss English in room 200 about getting contract and more information on this awesome opportunity. Heard this opportunity close on February 10th.
Alrighty, guys, we're all out of time here at Poly and the Pirate News. See you guys next time.
Goodbye.